Stop right now. Change your group, change the scene, change the people you surround yourself with. It's amazing. The energy the people that are around you put off is the energy you take in, and vice versa. At a certain point in time, you can be the sunlight in a group, but if you're the only part of sun that's going into a very dark group, you will burn out eventually. Every light will burn out eventually if it has to stay on continuously. You've got to have the ability to grow and learn from the people around you, and you can't grow and learn if you're not surrounded by people that have done more, think bigger, have learned more, have failed more, have made more money. The 5 money habits that will keep you poor have nothing to do with money at all. Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. What do you mean? If I do these 5 things, I will keep myself poor. Yeah, I said that right. You're going to stay poor if you keep doing these 5 things. What are they and why do they matter? Number 1, most important thing is you have to stop thinking small. Thinking small is where it all starts. Poor is a mindset, okay? Just like millionaire is a mindset. Poor is a mindset. Broke is a mindset. Focusing on the nothing versus focusing on the abundance, gratefulness, all the things that are good. Thinking small is key. If you think you were just born to do exactly what you do right now, but you're unhappy, you're thinking small. If you think you'll never be able to afford where you're at today, you're thinking small. If you think that what you have today is all you'll ever have, you're not thinking big enough. And I can tell you right now, thinking small is not just one thing. It's thinking small about yourself, thinking small about your family, thinking small about your accomplishments, thinking small about your health, your spirituality. All these things start and end with thinking bigger. If you think bigger, everything gets better. And it sounds so simple, but you have to expand what's possible. You have to really think about the things in a different capacity. All right? When we're talking about thinking small, keeping you poor, keeping you broke, another thing that always will keep someone poor is focusing on problems and not solutions. Problems versus solutions. People that dwell in problems, wallow in self-pity, sit around thinking and talking about all the negative things in their life, all the problems they have, health problems, life problems, spouse problems, partner problems, work problems, wealth problems. All that means is you're spending all your time not focusing on the solution. The millionaire mindset is about solutions. It's not about problems. You have to identify what those problems are, yes, but once they've been identified, you have to chart a course to the solution. And there's always a way to chart the course to a solution. In the end, you're going to be in a position where you can absolutely fix most problems in your life. And if you can't, there's a who out there that can. So knowing with your problems that there is a solution and knowing that there's a who out there that's probably better at fixing it than you is also kind of a benefit. You're not alone. You have to know you're not alone. It's mandatory. Here's the next one. Number 3. When you're thinking about keeping yourself poor, if you want to stay poor, keep surrounding yourself with people that think like you. If you think small, if you think problems, and if you are poor, and you're surrounded by people that just talk about being poor all the time, it's all you're going to ever talk about. It's all you're ever going to feel. It's all you're ever going to be. Stop right now. Change your group. Change the scene. Change the people you surround yourself with. It's amazing. The energy the people that are around you put off is the energy you take in, and vice versa. At a certain point in time, you can be the sunlight in a group, but if you're the only part of sun that's going into a very dark group, you will burn out eventually. Every light will burn out eventually if it has to stay on continuously. You've got to have the ability to grow and learn from the people around you. And you can't grow and learn if you're not surrounded by people that have done more, think bigger, have learned more, have failed more, have made more money. I'm not saying you desert all your friends based on financial well-being or success. That is not what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying. If you are watching this video and you feel poor, you know the kinds of people that you're around that make you feel like you'll never get out. Negative energy is a loop that's impossible to get around. When you're poor in mindset, that's what's affecting your checkbook. That's what's affecting your cards. That's what's affecting your bill paying. It's your poor mindset and poor circle of friends that's hurting you. Now look, I came from nothing as well, okay? I get it. I had to pay for my own cars, and I paid for my own life, my own college, all these things. I'm proud of it. I had two great parents who also contributed and helped wherever they could, but we didn't grow up with a lot. The reality is all I did was focus on solutions. If I didn't have money and I needed to put gas in the tank, I got a job. If that job wasn't enough, I got a second job. If that job wasn't enough, I found a better job that may pay more than the two combined before. I constantly was climbing a ladder looking for solutions. And most of all, I surrounded myself with people that had done it before me that were better than me at whatever it was I was doing. When I became a financial advisor, I surrounded myself with people that were a decade or decades ahead of me to learn from. Not just my buddies who I got along with because we were young and 20 and didn't know anything. I love those guys, but we were all poor together. We learned most from the people that had been there and done that. When you want to learn about a good mindset for parenting, surround yourself with people that have been doing it for decades. Quit trying to read stuff on the internet and think that all the answers are right there in an article by some mom who just had a kid 4 weeks ago. That's not surrounding yourself with a circle of people that will tell you truth, failed experiences, new opportunities, learned lessons. Poor mindset is trying to be the biggest guy or gal in a room full of people just like you. Wealthy mindset, millionaire mindset is about being the smallest person in a room full of so much growth that all you can do is listen. It's so powerful. Absolutely powerful. 4. Let's talk about 4. It's passion. Why is passion important? If you don't love who you are and what you're doing every day, you're always going to have that mindset because you're going to feel down. If you do not wake up excited to do what you do, if you don't like going to work every day, if you don't enjoy producing the way you produce, you won't do good things. I love doing videos, okay? I love it. If you can feel that, I hope you can, but I have a passion for doing this. It's something that I've been doing for 20 years in an office with people having these same conversations. Today I'm having them with you. To change the mindset of being poor, if you do number 4, and that's find what you're passionate about, guess what? To the young people that watch these videos, let me explain something to you. Passion just doesn't smack you in the face one day and you know it's perfect for you. You don't wake up and get out of college and immediately go, I'm passionate about this. You find out what you're passionate about by trying things, by expanding your career opportunities, by looking at side jobs, not just your main job, but maybe something else that you're doing. Or maybe in your main job, there's opportunities for other opportunities inside of that job. You just don't know until you're passionate about it, because when you're passionate about something, when you love something, you're curious about it. And when you're curious about something, you want to know more. It's never enough. When you really love someone, you could spend all your time with that person up to a certain point. But we all know that love and passion go hand in hand, and you got to love what you do. Number 5. Here's the big one. This is a huge one. There is such a disconnect in this world. I don't understand it, but there's a major disconnect. Laziness is number 5. Number 5 thing that will keep you poor your entire life, that will keep you poor in mindset, is sitting around watching everybody else work, thinking you deserve something that you're not willing to work for. Champagne tastes and beer money. My buddy was telling me that the other day. So many people in this world have champagne tastes and all they have is beer cash. They can only afford to go to the college bar with $1 draft, yet they want to go out and live lavish vacations and travel first class and do all these things in the world, drive the car their parents drive today, build the house their parents live in now. Like, the gap is called work. Laziness keeps you poor. Laziness is something that unfortunately you often don't even realize you're doing it. But you know what? All that time that you're at work, if you're working, if you're truly working, you're going to crush your career. All that time you're at home, if you're truly present, you're going to crush parenting. All that time, if you're really working at relationships, you're going to crush the relationships. See, going back to the circle that we just talked about of your friends and family and your relationships, laziness seeps into that as well. If you are lazy in how you give to your friends, your family, the people around you, there's no passion coming back to you. There's no passion in your life. And so no passion and laziness together all keep you poor. So if we think small and we don't think possibility of wealth is there, we'll stay poor. If we focus on problems and we think solutions are a waste of time, that we should just sit here and wallow in our self-pity, focused on all the negative problems that exist in our lives, we shouldn't fix the path in front of us. We shouldn't start to take steps to get to it, even if it seems like a mountain you can't even get above. Taking the first steps towards those solutions helps. There is a major, major thing with the wrong crowd. You got to know that if you want to stay poor, keep in the crowd you're in. If you are in a place in life you don't love, get out of it. Find passion in what you do. Find passion in the people you're with. Find passion in your relationships, passion with your spouse or partner. Find passion in your day. You'll be curious. You'll want more. Curiosity leads to more knowledge. More knowledge leads to more opportunity. More opportunity gets you exactly what you're looking for if you want to get out of being poor. But if you want to absolutely stay poor, stay lazy. Stay lazy. I like to be tired. I have no problem with being tired. I can rest at a later time. The reality is, if I want something, I'm so focused on that goal that I'm working towards it. Laziness is not a word that I understand. And if you want to get out of the world you're in, there will be times to relax. Relaxation is different than lazy. Lazy is knowing you could be doing more towards your goal and just sitting there, not doing anything. Stay poor if you want to stay lazy. If you love these videos, tune in to more. Share them, like them. Find one person that needs to hear this message. Find one person that could really thrive from listening to just a little spark of positivity to get them through what they think is something they can't get over.